Heck, man, there is no such thing as saturation, because if anything was saturated today, it would be the coffee shop market. There is somebody selling coffee on just about every single street corner, on every single road across most of the world at this moment in time, certainly across the UK, Europe, and the US. So if there was a market that was saturated, it would be the market selling coffee. But it's not saturated because there are enough people who want to buy coffee. So now the nature of a recruitment business is that it doesn't get saturated. It can't be saturated because a recruitment business is a support service offered to growing businesses. And forever from now on, there will always be growing businesses. So as long as there's a growing business in a given niche, in a given location, in a given target space, guess what? There's going to be recruiters who specialize in supporting their growth. And for those that do choose to work with me, I'll give you all the AI prompts that will help you generate an absolute rock solid AI-proof, future-proof, recession-proof niche, because I work in one. If you want to go for competition, or you want to look at saturation, the saturation occurs with the complexity of business that you run. For example, if you wanted to open up a coffee shop, that is a very saturated market because it's so easy to get going. You get a coffee machine and then off you go. Maybe do a little bit of training in terms of how to get a really good coffee going, but that's it. You're off. Like, you can get the business off the ground within a very short space of time. Whereas with recruitment, it takes a little bit longer. Now, if there's a business that is really easy to get going, guess what? There's a lot of competition because it's easy to get going. And then there's a business that's really complex to get going. Like, how many people go out saying, you know what, I'm going to launch a brand new car, or I'm going to start building rocket ships and start competing with NASA and SpaceX and all of that? Like, there's nobody doing it, and there's not many people doing it because there's so much complexity in building the product before you've got to a place where you can start making money. If you want to go back a little bit, there's a load of other complex business modules. But when you consider the shortest route to collecting cash, if there's a business that collects cash really, really quickly with no real complexity whatsoever, guess what? There's a load of competition there. And if you're considering recruitment or professional matchmaking, this is nowhere near saturated compared to some of the other businesses because it's a little bit more complex. Not so much that it's not beginner friendly, but it requires a little bit of patience. And for that reason, so many people get put off and they just don't even bother entering into the space. So it's completely untapped.